In professional wrestling, loyalty is always on borrowed time. A handshake today can become a chair shot tomorrow. But betrayal in WWE isn't just about personal grudges. It's about the shock factor. That instant where the crowd goes silent, gasps echo across the arena, and then the boos erupt like thunder. Think about the moments you'll never forget in wrestling history. The ones where you sat up, eyes wide, asking, did that just happen? Those are the betrayals that don't just shift storylines, but reset entire eras of WWE. And it's not just about the act itself. It's the aftermath. The way storylines splinter, how rivalries intensify, and how entire divisions evolve. These betrayals ripple through the company, shaping who becomes champion, who becomes an icon, and who fades into obscurity. The Montreal Screwjob, 1997. Before Montreal, Bret Hart was the face of wrestling excellence, a world champion respected around the globe. But when Vince McMahon ordered the bell to be rung, robbing Bret of his title in his home country, it shattered the very foundation of trust between performer and promoter. Fans weren't just shocked, they were furious. They threw trash, cursed McMahon, and left arenas chanting, "You screwed Bret." The incident blurred the lines between kayfabe and reality, forcing WWE to admit its corporate hand in storytelling. The ripple effect was seismic. Out of that betrayal came the birth of the Mr. McMahon character, the tyrannical boss who would feud with Stone Cold Steve Austin and fuel the Attitude Era. Without Montreal, there's no Austin versus McMahon, no DX pushing boundaries, no edgy revolution that carried WWE through the late 90s. One betrayal changed the entire business model. Triple H betrays Evolution, 2004. Evolution wasn't just a faction, it was a dynasty. Ric Flair, Batista, Randy Orton, and Triple H represented the past, present, and future of WWE. When Orton shocked the world by winning the World Heavyweight Championship at just 24 years old, fans believed Evolution would dominate for years. But then came Triple H's infamous thumbs down. What looked like a celebration turned into a public execution. Orton was slammed, humiliated, and left broken by the very men who were supposed to have his back. Fans were stunned. This wasn't a babyface betrayal. It was pure manipulation. Triple H wasn't threatened by outsiders. He was threatened by his own creation. This moment cemented him as the cerebral assassin, the man who would sacrifice anything, even his closest allies, for power. It reshaped Orton's trajectory, too, forcing him into a solo run that tested his staying power as a main eventer. It showed WWE audiences that betrayal could be strategic, not just shocking. The Nexus Invasion, 2010. Monday Night Raw, June 7, 2010. John Cena's match is interrupted by a swarm of rookies from NXT, led by Wade Barrett. They didn't just interfere, they dismantled the entire show. The ring was torn apart, announcers were attacked, and legends were brutalized. Fans couldn't believe what they were seeing. This wasn't one wrestler stabbing a friend in the back. It was an entire uprising against the WWE machine. The betrayal wasn't against a partner. It was against the system itself. The Nexus brought a chaos that felt real. Fans in the arena thought they were witnessing something unscripted, something dangerous. While Nexus fizzled too soon, the impact was undeniable. It set the blueprint for faction warfare in modern WWE, proving that groups could dominate storylines as effectively as single stars. And it gave us stars like Daniel Bryan, who used that moment as a launchpad for his underdog legacy. Seth Rollins turns on the Shield, 2014. The Shield wasn't just a faction. They were the heartbeat of WWE's new era. Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, and Seth Rollins had dominated for 2 years. Fans were convinced they'd stick together forever. And then, the chair shot heard around the world. Rollins swung steel at his brothers, shattering the group and the audience's trust in one brutal second. The fallout was massive. Rollins aligned with the Authority, skyrocketing into the main event picture. Roman and Dean became breakout single stars, with each carving their own legacy. Without that betrayal, Rollins might never have become the architect, and WWE's main event scene would look very different today. Kevin Owens betrays Chris Jericho, 2017. The Festival of Friendship was supposed to be Jericho's big, goofy celebration of his bond with Owens. Fans were laughing until the camera zoomed in on a gift. A new list. Only this time, it was the list of KO, and Jericho's name was the only one written on it. Seconds later, Owens destroyed Jericho in front of the world. Fans gasped, booed, and instantly turned on Owens as the ultimate backstabber. The betrayal wasn't just shocking. It was storytelling perfection. Owens had been playing the loyal friend, only to reveal he'd been manipulating Jericho all along. Their WrestleMania clash became a classic, and Owens' credibility as a top heel skyrocketed. Bayley's heel turn, 2019. For years, Bayley was the smiling, hugging, fan-friendly star kids adored. She was supposed to be untouchable, but in one chilling moment, she smashed Becky Lynch with a chair, aligning with Sasha Banks. The crowd was stunned into silence. The hugger was gone. In her place stood the role model, an arrogant, vicious competitor. This wasn't just about Bayley, it was about the audience. WWE fans had matured, and Bayley's character evolved with them. Her heel run dominated SmackDown and proved that even the purest heroes can be corrupted. Betrayals don't just make great TV, they make money. After Seth turned on the Shield, his merch exploded, and his image became the face of a new generation. The Montreal Screwjob boosted ratings as fans tuned in just to see what would happen next. Bayley's heel turn revitalized the women's division, driving SmackDown viewership during her reign. Fans invest emotionally in betrayals like nothing else. These moments divide audiences, spark debates, and become lifelong memories. Ask any fan about the Shield's breakup or the Screwjob, and you'll see the passion ignite instantly. The legacy of these betrayals lingers. Years later, WWE replays them, documentaries revisit them, and fans still chant about them. They're not just story beats, they're milestones. So the next time a superstar turns on their partner, ask yourself, is this just another storyline, or is this the spark that will rewrite WWE history? Let me know which betrayal shook you the most in the comments. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more deep dives into the wild world of wrestling storytelling. Help us to reach 1,000 subscribers before the end of September. Let's have a date in the next video.